Samanta cakkavalesu atra gaccantu devata saddhammaṃ munirājassa sunantu sagga mokkadaṃ dhammāssavanakālo ayam badantā dhammāssavanakālo ayam badantā dhammāssavanakālo ayam badantā. Dear Dhamma friends, I am Bhante Dhammālankara from Labanurukanda Forest Monastery, North Central Province in Sri Lanka. So I am very happy to talk with you the Dhamma teachings of the Buddha. So as usually, before starting, let's pay our homage to the great teacher Samma Sambuddha. Recite with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, Dhamma friends, today we are going to talk about another beautiful sermon preached by our great teacher, Samma Sambuddha. So, sutta name is Dutiyasāriputtasuttaṃ from Sanyukta Nikaya. So, in this sutta, before we discuss this sutta, I like to show you a nice incident from the Jataka Pali in Kuddaka Nikaya. One day, there was a king, his name is Panchala. He used to go to hunting with his ministers for hobby, for funny things. So one day he go to the jungle with his ministers for hunting. Then they covered a deer. So they think we should catch this deer. So the deer, if the deer ran out near any minister, that minister should be fined. So then when they were trying to catching that deer, that deer ran out near the king. Then those ministers, they can't find the king. So they tested the king. Deer ran out from the near the king. Then that king was ashamed, and he followed after the deer with his apprentice, and he followed long away after deer, but he couldn't catch the deer. Finally, he went to a large mountain. So finally, he gave up the idea of the moor, but he want to rest king wanted to rest, and he, under a root of a tree, he sat down. And when he was sitting down at that under the tree, he heard some bad voice with the human sound, human voice. Bad. He heard some bad sound from with the human voice. Catch him, kill him, rob him. So when that sound were heard, the king checked what is that. Then he saw a parrot. So then king understood this is not suitable place to rest, and call his apprentice. We should not, friend, we should not stay here. We should go another side, another way. Then that king, the Panchala king, went to the other side of that mountain. Then he saw some monastery there, ascetics monastery, and he stayed there. He sat down under some under the root of some tree, and then he heard this sound from a human voice. Come here, welcome you, eat this fruit, drink this water. So same voice, but the idea is difference. So he investigate what is the difference between these two sound. The one parrot is calling in a bad way, in the same color, same parrot, same voice, all in a good way, good manner. Then he checked what is the reason. When he checked the reason, when he investigate, he understood this is these two parrots are in the same mother. Because of the thunder, they have gone two sides. So one parrot has gone to the gang of robbers. The other parrot has gone to the ascetics. So the one who associate the ascetics learn good words, good things, good qualities. The one who associate the gang of robbers learn bad things, bad words, bad qualities. So king understood how much this association impact on our life, make some impact on someone's life. So exactly that is the Jataka story. Its name Satti Kumbha Jataka. Satti Kumbha Jataka. So from Kuddaka Nikaya in Jataka Pali, you can see that. So friend, I wanted to tell this story to you, discuss about the importance of the Kalyana Mitta association. So according to the Buddha's teaching, one day Venerable Ananda was saying to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, I can see half of this Buddha Sasana is depend on the Kalyana Mitta. Then the Buddha said, Venerable Ananda, do not say in that way. whole Buddha Sasana is depend on the Kalyana Mitta. That is what the Buddha's preaching. So, let's go to the Sutta. Then one day, Venerable Sāriputta went to the Buddha and sat down to a side. And then Buddha asked this, Sāriputta, sotāpattiyaṅga'nti sāriputto vuccati kittavatanupo sāriputta sotāpattiyaṅga'nti sāriputta. It is said sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. The part of the sotāpatti. What is that part of the sotāpatti? That is what the Buddha asked from the Sāriputta. Then Buddha said, Venerable Sāriputta said, Kalyanamitta bhante sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. Venerable Sir, Kalyanamitta association, the noble person, great person, is a part of the sotāpatti. The second one, saddhammassavanaṃ bhante sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. So second one is listening the Dhamma is a part of sotāpatti. Now he said too, yonisomanasikāro bhante sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. Yonisomanasikāro is a part, and dhammānudhammappaṭipatti sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. So Venerable Sāriputta pointed out 4 part of the sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. So then Buddha said, yes, great Sāriputta, great. It is called Sādhu Sāriputta. Great Sāriputta, great. Sādhu Sāriputta, correct. So again, Venerable Buddha asked, Sāriputta, what is the soto sāriputto chati? What is the sota? So sota means exactly, I think you may have heard sota. It is a name for the ear. It is okay, but in this case, not the ear. It is a name for the stream. It is stream. So the Venerable Sāriputta pointed out, it is a name, Venerable Sir, for the Aryo Attangiko Maggo. So sota means Aryo Attangiko. Sota means sota is a name for the Aryo Attangiko Maggo. Then Buddha said, Sādhu Sāriputta. Correct. Again Buddha asked, Sothapanna Sāriputta uccati, Sothapanna Sāriputta uccati. So we say Sothapanna. What is the meaning Sothapanna? The one who entered to the Aryo Attangiko Maggo, that is the Sothapanna. So that is the summary of the sutta. So let's discuss in details, friends. What the first one is Kalyana Mitta. Second one is saddhammassavanaṃ. Third one is yonisomanasikāro. Fourth one is dhammānudhammappaṭipatti. So that is how we can see in this sutta. What is the Kalyana Mitta Sampatti? So you can, if you are reading a suttas, if you are read sutta, you can hear these words. Kalyana Mitta, Sappurisa, Pandita, these words. Vinyu, you can see these words. How do we understand Kalyana Mitta? So there is a nice explanation about the Kalyana Mitta. So Katame Vyagapajya Kalyana Mitta, Buddha pointed out in a place, what is the Kalyana Mitta Sampatti? Kalyana Mitta. Daharo cha Buddha. Some person may be a small one, a young one, but Buddha Siddhino. He should be he should have developed sila, developed virtues. That is called buddha. Buddha means developed, enhanced sila. Dharocha buddha sila. Sometimes he may be a young person, but he should have a developed sila. And buddhocha, buddha sila, no. Sometimes he may be a old person, but he should have a developed sila. So that is the one great quality. That is the one. That is the first quality that should have a kalyana mitta. So now you can understand who is kalyana mitta. And Tatharupanam Sappurisasaṃ, that kind of, we should go to that kind of person. Having gone, santittati sākacchati sallapati. So we can discuss with that kind of person. And we can discuss and we can stay with them. We can share our thoughts, that kind of person. So that is how we understand. So there Buddha pointed out in that place nice things. So this is very nice. Yatharupanam sila sampannam sila sampadaṃ anusikkati. So if that the kalyana mitta has some quality, he treat us with that. So if he should have saddha, so the kalyana mitta have a kalyana mitta should have 4 qualities: saddha, sila, caga, pañña. Kalyana mitta, a kalyana mitta should have these 4 qualities. Saddha, yatharupanam saddha sampadaṃ saddha sampadaṃ anusikkati. So if he have some kind of saddha, he should treat us from that. So that is, what is saddha? Saddhati tathāgatasya bodhi. Exactly, friend. Saddha is a word, is a verb. It is a verb. So we should understand about saddha according to the usage. Sometimes when we, if you learn Pali, you can see the word, the meaning of the saddha. It is all the time we can say this is the saddha on the Buddha. Sometimes when we discuss about the Brahmanas, so there are saddha, that word. Sometimes when we discuss about the teachers, so that student should have a saddha for the teacher. So that is called also saddha. But in this case, shraddhati tathāgatasya bodhi. He should trust. He should have a confidence on the Buddha's sabbanyuta jnana, bodhi, realization. So that is called saddha. So kalyana mitta has that, and the kalyana mitta treat you from that saddha. So that is one thing. Second one, sila yatharupanam sila sampannam sila sampadaṃ anusikkati. If he have some kind of sila, he treat you from that sila. So that is the second one. So some people say sila is not important. So if you know the Dhamma, if you know the vision, if you have a vision, so pañña is the important thing, sila is not important. Some people say in that way, but kalyana mitta doesn't say in that way. Kalyana mitta treat you from the sila. So now you can understand the nature of the kalyana mitta. That is the second thing which you can see in the kalyana mitta. Third one, yatharupanam sila sampannam sila sampadaṃ anusikkati. So sorry, third one is caga sampannam caga sampadaṃ anusikkati. So if he have some kind of practice giving up or generosity or dana, the ability of dana, So he don't exactly give you something, but he treat you to give. So that is how that is what you can take from the Kalyana. And the next one, the fourth thing which you can see in the Kalyana Mitta, Yatharupanam Panya Sampannam Panya Sampadaṃ Anusikkati. If we have some Panya, he treat that Panya, that wisdom to us. So that is the number 4. So what is that Panya? That is not exactly Western philosophy and science. So those are important things. But as a follower, as Buddhist follower, if you want to realize the Nibbana, so that is not the Panya according to the Nibbana. So that Panya must be Udyattagamini Panya. Uday means rising, Attagamini means ceasing. The Panya about arising and ceasing of the Panchupadanakkhandha. He should be able to give you that Panya. So that those are the 4 things that you can see in the Kalyana Mitta. You should be find when you find the Kalyana Mitta, you should find that kind of Kalyana Mitta. That is called that one. That kind of person can be introduced as great person. So that is the first part. So you should complete that part. Number 2, saddhammassavanaṃ sotāpattiyaṅga'nti. That is the number 2. So what is saddhamma? So when we think about this, we can see saddhammassavanaṃ tepitaka vacanas sappāyasa tepitaka saddhammassavanaṃ. So that is saddhammassavanaṃ. What is the meaning? So tepitaka means Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka. And Sappāyasa, suitable thing. Sappāyasa, Vacanasa Savanam. So you should listen to the Te Pitaka Dhamma. Sappāya, the suitable, according to your understanding, your capacity, and according to your character. So some people have some there are some 5 faculties: saddha, virya, sati, samadhi, panya. There are 5 faculties. So according to your necessity, you have to listen, choose. You have to select the what you have to select what you listen. What kind of you should listen most? What kind of thing you should listen most? So that is called sappāya. Tepitaka. So Buddha has taught us everything we need. When Buddha go to the Parinibbana, Buddha says this. Until my bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, and upasaka and upasika learn well this Dhamma, I don't Parinibbana. That is what the Buddha said. Until my bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, upasakas, and upasikas go to the learn this Dhamma well, I don't Parinibbana. Buddha said to the Mara, invite. Now you are Buddha. Now you can pass away. Now you are okay. You don't try to teach others. Then Buddha said, no, I don't Parinibbana. I don't go to the Parinibbana until my students, my Sāvaka, completely learn this Dhamma. Uppannam parapavādam sunighitam niggahitanti. So they should be able to teach this Dhamma well. they should be, my students, my disciples should be able to teach others this Dhamma well. And if other person say wrong thing, they should be able to repeat that bad word. So that was a Buddha's idea. So you can see it is in the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. So friends, that I wonder, why did I set that part here? So now Buddha has pointed out all the teachings, all the things that we need to realize the Four Noble Truth. Some people try to follow the Western philosophy to learn this Dhamma. That is not good thing. You should not follow the Western philosophy to learn this Dhamma. You should follow this Dhamma, Buddha's Dhamma. So everything has in this Dhamma you need. When the Buddha's period, there was not a Tripitaka exactly. Tripitaka. Buddha did not say in that way. But Buddha pointed out in a 9 part, as a 9 part. That 9 part, when the Sanghayana has completed as 3. So what are those 9 parts? Sutta, Geya, Veyyakarana, Jātakaṃ, Suttam Geyyam, Veyyakarana, Gātaṃ, Udānaṃ, Itiuttakaṃ, Jātakaṃ, Abhūtaṃ, Vedāla. So these are the 9 parts that Buddha pointed out in the Dhamma. So this is the my Dhamma. Buddha pointed out. This is the my Dhamma. If someone learn this Dhamma with the pure intention, he can realize the Dhamma, realize the Four Noble Truth. That is what the Buddha's idea. So now we can see the Tripitaka, but in the Buddha's period, Buddha pointed out 9 parts. Sutta. Now you can see Sutta. Buddha had that intention. Buddha introduced these teachings as Sutta. There are some parts as a Sutta. Sorry. There are some parts as a Sutta. Buddha had that idea in my Dhamma. The number 2, Geya. Sutta and stanzas. There are some stanzas. So Buddha had that idea as well. There are some parts that should be learned with stanzas and paragraphs. So you can see that kind of things in some. It is called exactly a part of the Sagataka part in the Samyutta Nikaya. So that is, and Veyyakarana, very important thing. You can see whole Abhidhamma Pitaka is called Veyyakarana. So I have heard some people say, so these are not the Buddha's teaching. So you can't say, you can't think. Do not think in that way. Whole Abhidhamma Pitaka is Veyyakarana. That is Buddha's word in Buddha's mouth. Veyyakarana. So when you listen Dhamma as saddhammassavanaṃ, you should pay your attention to these things. Then you can develop your Dhamma knowledge. So when you develop your Dhamma knowledge, you can develop your you can complete your that part. Again, Suttam Geyyam Veyyakarana Gātaṃ. So you can see some stanzas called Dhammapada. So there are 427 Gātas and Gāta. There are some exactly utterance, happy utterance place of the Arhantas. It is called Gāta. Udāna, those are the same. Gāta, Udāna. Those are also utterance of the Buddhas and Arhantas. Udāna. Iti Uttaka. There is some another part. Buddha has pointed out, this is my this in this way. That is called ityutta. So Buddha had that intention, idea. When Buddha think about his Dhamma, Buddha had that idea, ityutta. And next one, Gātaṃ udāna iti jātakam. So Jataka story also Buddha's Dhamma. So Buddha had that idea. Jataka is my Dhamma. So don't say Jataka is a story or those are things from the Mahayana. Don't say in that way. Don't think in that way. Jataka is also a Buddha's Dhamma. So when you saddhammassavanaṃ, you can understand these things. When you think about the saddhammassavanaṃ, so by neglecting these things, what do you listen? And Jatakam, Abhutam, there are some wonderful matters. Sometimes people can't understand them. People can't trust them. But even though you can't trust, even though you can't believe, there are, especially, we have heard there is a sutta, nice sutta in Sanyutta Nikaya. It is called Satta Suryugamana Sutta. In a long time after a long time, Buddha pointed out, 7 suns are raised. 7 suns arised. So you can't trust, you can't believe. But there are, that is called Abhuta Dhamma. You can't trust, you can't believe, but nothing to do. There are some, the Buddha had that intention, there are some wonderful matters, unbelievable Dhamma factors in my Dhamma. So that also important. And Vedala. So there are some question and answers. So there are some special suttas. So those are called Vedala. That exactly a discussion. Those are called Vedala. So these are the 9 parts. So by neglecting these parts, you can't listen Dhamma. So you can follow these things. Don't follow Western things. Western philosophers are important, but not to learn this Dhamma. You should learn this Dhamma with the help of the Buddhist followers, Buddhist teachers. So with the help of the Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So that is the Saddhamma. So I don't say the science is not good. Without science, we can't talk this Dhamma. Without science, we can't discuss this Dhamma. So science is important, but don't mix with this Dhamma. So if you think, I want to learn this Dhamma in a scientific way, you can't do it, never. You can do it never. So that is what you should remember when you listen the Dhamma. That is the number 2. Now that 2 part exactly in the external, it is called Paratogosa. That 2 part from the external. Now yonisomanasikāro. It is a part of the inside. Yonisomanasikāro. What is the meaning yonisomanasikāro? Buddha pointed out, there are some people in this world, they manasikāraniya dhamma najanāti. Manasikāraniya dhamma means, what should I think? Some people don't know about that. Manasikāraniya dhamma najanāti. And amanasikaraniya dhamma najanāti. So there are 2 things, manasikāraniya dhamma and amanasikaraniya dhamma. What are they? Manasikāraniya dhamma. Manasikāraniya dhamma means the things which we think, and amanasikaraniya dhamma, the things which we should not think. So when we think in some about something, if our arisen, unarisen tens are arised, and arisen tens are increased, we should not think that kind of things. We should not contemplate about things, about that kind of things. So what are that kind of things? So this is how Buddha explained about that. Did I stay in the past? Did I stay in the past? So that is what the first thing. So sometimes you think, sometimes people think, did I stay in the past? How did I stay in the past? In what color I stay in the past? Where did I stay in the past? So that is how you think. So that is the yonisomanasikāro. That is the unwise thinking. Will I stay in the future? How will I stay in the future? Where will I stay in the future? In which color will I stay in the future? In future, where will I go? Sometimes you think in that way. Most of the time you think. All the time you think. Why? You don't know what is the manasikaraniya dhamma. What is the factors? What is the thing you should think? Because of that not knowing, you think, did I stay in the past, or did I stay in the, will I stay in the future, or am I staying now? So that is how people think. That is how people think in this way. That is called ayonisomanasikāro. Then that is the ayonisomanasikāro. Now what is the yonisomanasikāro? Can you answer? Yonisomanasikāro. How? So you Buddha pointed out in this way. Hidaṃ vuccati manasi karoti. Hidaṃ dukkha samudayoti manasi karoti. Hidaṃ dukkha nirodhoti manasi karoti. Hidaṃ dukkha nirodhagamini patipadati manasi karoti. This is the yonisomanasikāro. So you can think in this way. So what is the dukkha? So there Buddha pointed out, according to the Buddha's Dhamma, we can see dukkha in three ways. So we can see mental suffering, mental dukkha, and physical dukkha, and panchpadanakkana dukkha. You should understand these three. So some people we can see, we can see some people, they have physical suffering, but they don't have mental suffering. And some people have physical and mental suffering. But we can see some people in this world, or apart from this world, they don't have physical and mental suffering, but they have suffering of the panchupadanakkanda, dukkha of the panchupadanakkanda. So that is what you should understand. You should see it. You should think it about it. That is called, if you think in that way, that is called yonisomanasikāro. So what are the reason? What are the cause for that? The three kind of suffering. The origin of the suffering, exactly, it is called samudaya, tanha or desire. There are three: kamatanha, bhavatanha, vibhavatanha. So you should think, why I am suffer? Why people are suffer? Because of the tanha, not for because of this person, because of that person, not for your mother, not because of your mother or father. If you have some kind of suffering, that is because of desire. So Buddha pointed out desire as three things: kamatanha, the desire for the cravings; bhavatanha, desire for the existing; and vibhavatanha, desire for the non-existing. Hidaṃ dukkha samudayoti manasi karoti. So that is yoniso. And the next one, Idan dukkha nirodha gamini patipadati manasi. Idan dukkha nirodhoti manasikaroti. This is the nibbana. This is how we can get the nibbana. We can obtain the nibbana. How? After eradicating tanha, that after eradicating that three kind of tanha, you can gain the nibbana. So that is what the you should think. So you should see that. That is called yonisomanasikāro. So you can say in this way, I don't have any desire. I don't want these things. I don't want my mother, my father, my son, my wife, I don't want them. So therefore, I don't want any this wealth. I don't have any attachment about that. Some people say, but you have desire for that. If though you say in that way, you can't abandon that tanha. How do you have to abandon that tanha in by after developing the vision. So if you abandon that tanha completely, then you can realize the nibbana, gain the nibbana, and that is called dukkha nirodho ariya satya. The fourth one. So what is the way leading to the cessation of the suffering? Idan dukkha nirodha gamini patipadati manasikaroti. So if you want to give up that craving, desire, three kind of desire, you have to practice eightfold path. Sammaditi, right vision, or harmonious vision, or great vision, correct vision. We can see in that way. We can. The samma means correct. Correct. That is the word. Vision means the way you see. And so, according to your target, what is your target? Realize the nibbana. So then you should have that vision, that way, that you should have understand that method, how to go. Sammaditi. So, and the next one, samma sankappa, samma vaca, samma kammanta, samma ajiva, samma vayam, samma sati, samma samadhi. These are the 8 parts. So when you practice these 8, you are abandoning the craving, abandoning the desire or tanha. So this is called yonisomanasikāro. Now we completed the 3 things. Kalyānamitta sevana, saddhammassavanaṃ, yonisomanasikāro, and the one is we have to talk another one. So that one is dhammānudhammappaṭipatti. What is that? Dhammānudhammappaṭipatti means exactly practicing the sila. When we talk about this, is called Patimokka Sanghara Sila, Indriya Sanghara Sila, Ajiva Parisuddha Sila, Patya Sanganisara Sila. These are the sila. So we have to, as a lay person, you have to complete the sila. So that is the part. That is the dhammānudhammappaṭipatti. So you have to develop according to your ability. Again, Indriya Sanghara Sila. So you have to retrain your faculties. Ajiva Parisuddha Sila. You have to moderate in eating and the other things according about your necessities. So especially monks, Hivara, Indapata, Senasana, Gilana, Pacha. So again, and Ajiva Parisuddha Sila, the way you earn money. So there are so many patipadas in this sutta, but today I talk only these things for this for these four factors. So let's we discussed about the four parts of the to realize the Sothapannahood, stream enter, or Sothapanna stage. So friends, now you understood these things. Now you can complete. It is very easy to complete. You have to follow these things, and you can listen this Dhamma again and again. Then you can follow. You can try to complete these things. It is very easy. So this is the end of the sutta. And if you have any question, please send me the message. So thank you very much to all of you. So we have some friends, Sodh and Janaki Balasurya and Richard, Minal, Ubdu, and some Rian. So Richard has a question. Welcome all of you who joined with us to this Dhamma sermon. Richard asked this question, Bhante. You mentioned yonisomanasikāro, whose translation is the work of that mind that goes to the source. So what is the source or yoni? Perhaps it is the Buddha's teaching the Dhamma. Exactly, I didn't see this kind of teaching in the suttas. So I mentioned you clearly Buddha's teaching. So you can see that is in a Sabbasa Sutta. So Buddha pointed out this. Janato aham bhikkhave passato āsvānaṃ payam vadāmi. Because I teach this Dhamma, the one who sees and knows. So that is a kincha janato. What knows, what sees. Yonisomanasikāro, ayonisomanasikāro. The one who understands the yonisomanasikāro and one who understands what is ayonisomanasikāro. That is the person who knows and sees. That person is the person who knows and sees. So then Buddha pointed out, what is the yonisomanasikāro? So this is the clear explanation. You can, if you want to understand what is the yonisomanasikāra and ayonisomanasikāra, read the Sabbāso Sutta from the Majjhima Nikāya, second Sutta from the Majjhima Nikāya. So in that Sutta, this Buddha explained about the yonisomanasikāra clearly. So, amanasikaraniya dhamma najanati, manasikaraniya dhamma najanati. So, having unknown about the amanasikaraniya dhamma and manasikaraniya dhamma, he think in bad way, wrong way. Thinking in wrong way. That means when you think in some matter, some way, unarisen tends arise and arisen tend are increased. That kind of thinking is ayonisomanasikāra. When you think in some way, arisen tends are unarised and when you think in some way, unarisen tend are not arised and arisen tend are decreased. That is, that way is called yonisomanasikāra. That is the Buddha's teaching. That is, you can see in a clear explanation in Sabbāso Sutta, manasikaraniya dhamma and amanasikaraniya dhamma. So that is what the Buddha's teaching. So that is why I say, when you listen to Dhamma, don't follow any person, any teachers, any gurus, any masters. Do not depend on anyone. Do not depend on me as well. I teach Buddha's Dhamma. Depend on the Buddha's word. That is my advice to you. If you want to learn Buddha's Dhamma, do not depend any person. Depend on the Dhamma. Now you have facilities, find the suttas, so via internet. So this is very clear. So Buddha did not point a separate thing. This is the yonisomanasikāra. So when you think in some way, if unarisen tend arise and arisen tend increase, that is ayonisomanasikāra. So that is what the Buddha's teaching about the yonisomanasikāra. I don't know. The work of the mind goes to the source. I didn't have that kind of I didn't see that kind of teachings. So I only know about this, about the yonisomanasikāra. So if with the clear understanding, now you want to realize the Four Noble Truth, but you can't see it. Then why you can't see it? For example, you want to realize the Four Noble Truth. That means you want to understand the Panchvādānakkanta dukkha. Now you see it is very deep. Then you think my mind is not clear now. I should clear my mind. Why do I clear my mind? To understand about the Panchvādānakkanta. So then you clear mind. How do you clear mind? Thinking about the metta. So metta is also yonisomanasikāra according to this. Understand? Okay. Now, for example, again, you want to understand the dukkha of the Panchvādānakkanta dukkha. Then you want to, but you can't do it. Why? Your desire, lust is arised. Then you want to subside the lust. Then you practice asubha. So when you practice asubha, your lust, your desire is reduced. Why did you reduce it? But to see the truth. You have plan. So then that asubha nimittaṃ yonisomanasikāroti. So the thinking about that asubha also yonisomanasikāro according to this teaching. So that is how Buddha explained about the Dhamma. Thank you very much. I think I give an answer. If you have any question, please ask me. So Janaki Balasuri has a question. For me, Bhante, understanding Dhamma helped effectively to learn modern science as what is taught and explored in Dhamma is yet to know or new modern science. Exactly, we can get some help to develop our Dhamma knowledge. So exactly, there are some scientific method up to some level, some extent. So if you want, so the Buddha's teaching is, Buddha has pointed out clearly those things divided into categories. So Buddha has pointed out those things well. So some people, I want to say, some people try to learn this Dhamma the completely according to the science. So that is what I want to say. So that the thing is wrong. Why? So it is called atindriya prajna. Indriya prajna and atindriya prajna. So indriya prajna. So that indriya means our faculties. So indriya prajna, the wisdom of the panya about the wisdom of the panya that depend on our faculties is limited. So exactly, when you investigate about our mind, you have to develop our atindriya prajna. Atindriya prajna means that is not the related to the physical things. So if some person compare these things, you can compare these things about the physical things when you follow the Western science. So I don't say Western science is bad. Without Western science, we can't discuss this Dhamma. So we can't broadcast this Dhamma. So therefore, we can get help from the Western science. But when you understand this Dhamma, don't mix these things together. This is the Western science Western science goes to the one direction. Buddha's teaching goes to another direction. So that is what I want to say. Therefore, if you want to learn this Dhamma, follow the Buddha's teaching. That is what I want to say. So there are, if some people learn Dhamma according to some teachers, so don't depend on any teachers, don't depend on any methods, any science. That is what I want to say. Depend on the Dhamma itself. So Buddha has pointed out as my Dhamma. Buddha has pointed out 9 points, 9 things as my Dhamma. So you can see it is in the Alagadupuna Sutta. So that is what I want to say in that part. So sometimes we can get some help. For example, when we think about our eye faculty, how this eye is created, we can learn. When we get some sound, how this sound comes to the ear through the wave, we can understand. We can get some help. When our body works, so we can get some help to understand. So completely, we can't depend on the Western science. That is what I wanted to say, but I don't say that the Western science is bad. It's a good thing. Yes, I mentioned about the Sabbasa Sutta, MN2. Yes, that is the Sutta. You can read a Pali text, and also you can see translation. Because this translation, that is also correct. I have read it. If you have any question, ask me again while you are reading that Sutta. So, according to Buddha's Dhamma, there is nothing called soul. There is no entry or sum that goes to from the life to another called soul. Isn't that true? So there is a nice sutta. It is called Kachayana Gutta Sutta. And when we discuss about samadhi, we can see atti dinnaṃ, atti ittaṃ, atti hutaṃ, atti sukata dukkata kammanam palam vipago. So I want to say atti satta vatika, atti ayang logo. So that is called atti, means have. What is atti satta? There are beings. Atti mata, there is a mother. Atti pita, there is a father. So that is called samadhi. So in the Sabbasa Sutta we can see atti me attati. So that is a wrong thing. How do we understand this too? Natti me attati. So he has a doubt. He don't have clear understanding. Natti me attati. Did I have a soul? So exactly, according to the teachings, atti sukata dukkana kammanam palang vipako. That is the it is called sāsava sammaditi or laukika sammaditi. So you can think in that way. And when you think about the soul, Buddha did not discuss about the soul. But how do you understand about that wrong view? So it is some people think in a wrong way. I have a soul that is exists permanently. I have a soul that is exists permanently in the body. After the soul, that soul go to the another body. That is the wrong thing. So Buddha pointed out in Katamaṃ Sutta, Kachaya, some people think, most probably, some people think Attitancha, there is a soul. And some people think Nattitancha, there is no soul. If you say there is a soul, that is wrong. If you say there is no soul, that is wrong. If the condition arises, when there is a condition, you create the soul. So you are the one who create the soul with the help of the ignorance. When the condition are not arised, when there is not the condition, soul is not. So you are the one who create the soul at the moment. So that is what I want to say. So Buddha did not say that there is a soul or there is not a soul. That is not the Buddha's teaching. So when you understand anatta, so don't say there is no soul. You can't compose a thing as a soul. That is what you should understand. I have one question, another. Bhante, can seeing the true Dhamma provide an alcoholic with the cessation for the alcohol, or must he or she achieve the extreme enter to give up drink? I am not clear this question. However, I have idea. So there's some nice story. It is called exactly I remember that name. Sarakani. There's a sutta. So there is a man. He is Sarakani. He is a drunkard, and he all the time drinks. But one day he heard Dhamma. But people have recognized that person as a drunkard, People don't know that person listens Dhamma. But one day he listened Dhamma. He understood Dhamma. He entered the Sothapannahood. He died. Then Buddha said, Sarakarni is a Sothapanna person. Then people said, so drinking is no problem. Having drank, we can become Sothapanna. So in the same way, we can't do that exactly. If we drink alcohol, we can't enter to the Sothapannahood. We have to give up it exactly. So if someone have that kind of habit, we have to give up gradually. We can subside. We have to do it. That is what I want to say. So I did not clear that question. However, with alcohol, you can't realize this Dhamma. So there are no any. Yes, we can't understand. We can't understand Dhamma with the alcohol. If you have some alcoholic thing, you can't drink. And if we have drink, we can't preach. So that is what I want to say about that. So I think now it is time to stop the sermon. So we have so one question. I can time is over now. So therefore, I will give you some message to you, your question. So, Dhamma friends, it is time to end of the sermon. Let's do Anumodana. Most Venerable Mankadavala Sudarsana Thera, Most Venerable Mankadavala Nandaratana Thera, Most Venerable Kotmale Kumara Kassapa Thera, and Bhikkhu Pesala, Bhante Sudasro, from Bhante Sudasro and āyasmā from Empty Cloud, and all joiners join with the Empty Cloud Monastery. We welcome them, and we do Anumodana all them, as well as all live followers, all Buddhist followers, all the Bhikkhu Sangha around the world. We transfer this merit, we give these merits. So as well as let's give these merits to Devas. Ākāsaṭṭhā ca bhummaṭṭā devānāgā mahidikā puññantaṃ anumoditvā chiraṃ rakkhantu buddha sāsanaṃ. Ākāsaṭṭhā ca bhummaṭṭā devānāgā mahidikā puññantaṃ anumoditvā chiraṃ rakkhantu buddha sāvakaṃ. Ākāsaṭṭhā ca bhummaṭṭā devānāgā mahidikā puññantaṃ anumoditvā bodhayantu sivaṃ padaṃ. So now I bless you. Abhivādana sīlissa niccāṃ uddhāpacāyino cattāro dhammā vaddhanti āyuvanno sukhaṃ balaṃ āyurārogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevaca ato nibbāna sampatti iminate samijjatu. Good morning, good evening, and Teruvan Sarnai to all of you.